Hi everyone, Radhe Radhe. I just had the best call ever with an ISKCON, a very senior ISKCON devotee, and oh my goodness, she cleared out things in me that I'd been stuck with for pretty much 2 years. I don't know if it's fully gone, but there is a significant amount of calmness that has come to me because it's really cleared out. It's so important to find people, to talk to people and to find people and to associate with people who are senior. I mean, yes, it's important to associate with people who are at the same level as well, and we can study together, and it's wonderful. And it's also absolutely phenomenal to associate with people who are senior. So yeah, okay. I'm for you right now, just like I'm exactly at the same level as you. I don't know anything. I've never heard this verse before. We're going to be doing chapter 620, verse 26 today. I've never read it before. I mean, I've read it when I was a kid once, twice. I'd read the book Gita at that time, but I mean, I didn't understand anything. So I'm very new, and it's great. Yeah, we can study together, and I've been studying with other people as well who are new, and it's been wonderful. It's so good to hear other people's perspectives on something rather than just doing it on my own. There's a huge, tremendous amount of benefit to it. And there is a tremendous amount of benefit to finding the right person also who is senior and who you can listen to and learn from. Just so good. Okay. Okay, so let's sing the verse together. यतो यतो निश्चलति मनश्चञ्चलमस्थिरं ततस्ततो नियम्येताद् आत्मन्येव वशं नयेत्. The translation, okay, so the commentary by Swami Mukundanand on this is absolutely phenomenal. I'll go through it in detail. So the translation is wherever the mind wanders due to its flickering and unsteady nature, one must certainly withdraw it and bring it back under the control of the self. So this is fully on meditation. When you sit, you meditate, and when the mind wanders, you bring it back to the self. Okay, and this is self. It's Atma. It's Atmani itself. So, and he's also, Prabhupada has not said God, he said self here. Swami Mukundanand has said God. Okay, so the nature of the mind is flickering and unsteady, but the self-realized yogi has to control the mind. One who controls the mind is called Goswami or Swami. Who is controlled is called Godas. Goswami is knows the standard of sense happiness, and transcendental sense happiness. We are always thinking about Krishna. So that's how we do this. Okay, so let's do word by word, and then I'm just very excited to go to the commentary. So that's why I'm jumping ahead. Okay, yata yata, wherever nishchalati becomes very agitated, mana the mind. So whenever the mind becomes very agitated, chanchalam flickering. Chanchal is like flickering. Asthiram unsteady, tata from there. So when the mind becomes very agitated, wherever the mind becomes very agitated and is flickering and unsteady, then from there niyam rules. New niyam is like regulating. Etat, this Atmani in the self, certainly eva vasham control nayat must bring under. So from there we should certainly bring this under control, bring it back to the self. We should bring it wherever it's becoming agitated, flickering, unsteady, the mind, our mind. We should control and bring under and regulate it and bring it under and bring it back into the self. Withdraw it, maybe under. I'm not exactly sure how under exactly works, but yes, we must bring it under control. Bring under control. There you go. Bring under control and back to the self. Okay, so let's do the commentary. He said that there are three steps to the, before even three steps to the meditation, how meditation works. Before that, when we're sitting to meditate, our mind wanders to Sankalp and Vikalp. Now, he had explained Sankalp and Vikalp also in one of the previous videos. I had said it as well. Sankalp is the determination to do something when in the material front. Vikalp is an aversion. So a sankalp is when we decide, when we are attached to something, we want something, then we make a determination to pursue it. Vikalp is when we say we don't want this. So either we want something or we don't want something. That's sankalp, and like the determination to do it or avoid it is sankalp and vikalp. So our mind, when we're meditating, it goes towards sankalp and vikalp. It goes towards one of these things. We either want to do something or we don't want to do something. We're thinking about something. So then now there's 3 steps to the meditation. So with the intellect's power of discrimination, we decide that the world is not our goal. So we remove the mind from the world. Okay, that requires effort. It requires a lot of effort. Second effort is when we decide that God alone is ours and God realization is our goal. So hence we bring the mind to focus upon God. So we remove it from the world and we put it towards God. So detach from the world, attach to God. That also requires effort. Now the mind comes away from God and goes back into the world, goes back into the sankalp and vikalp. This does not require effort. It happens automatically. It happens like very eagerly and naturally. And so when the third step happens, the sadhaks or people who are meditating often become disappointed. I tried, but the mind went back to the world. So then he goes back here, to go back here, he says, success in meditation is not achieved in a day. The path is long and arduous. So so Krishna asks us to not feel disappointed. The mind is fickle. We should prepare that it will do. And we keep going back to steps 1. We use the intellect's power of determination to detach from the world and then to attach to God. So we keep doing step 1 and 2, step 1 and 2, step 1 and 2. Every time step 3 takes place, we should just keep doing step 1 and 2. And we keep practicing, keep practicing, keep practicing. So that's part of the thing that chanting also works. When we're chanting the Maha Mantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. When we're chanting this Maha Mantra, then we are meditating upon Krishna. We are meditating upon something about Krishna. It depends on the person what they want to meditate on. But when we meditate upon Krishna there, we're doing the same thing. We're detaching from the world, we're attaching to Krishna, and the world mind is wandering again, and we're doing the same process over and over again. That chanting, it is a way, it's a meditation, it's mantra meditation, it's called mantra meditation. So when we do that, then we are doing this, basically we're doing this beautifully. And so focus on God here. Atmani, he's saying God, but it's self, or I mean atma means self. Atma is self. So yeah, but we want to take it to the next step, not just focus on the self. We want to focus it on God, which probably the next few chapters he's going to talk about that. Meditate upon me and focus on me. So yes, right now he's talking about focusing on the self, and we want to do that. So I would encourage, like, anybody who wants to start this process, if they haven't, then do it through the chanting, because the chanting is the conversation I was having with that lady right now is just so good, and she was talking about the benefits of chanting and how. Okay, so what she said is that Krishna is non-different from his name. So my name, so I've heard this so many times, but I didn't understand it. So my name is Deepika. Deepika means diya, right? It's that little lamp. I'm not actually a lamp, right? I'm not actually a lamp. My name is a lamp. I'm referred to as that, but I'm not actually that lamp. I'm whatever I am. I'm not this body either. I'm the soul, whatever I am. But Krishna is non-different from the name Krishna. Krishna himself is non-different. So there is a difference between Krishna and me. In the way my name is, I am different, not I am very different from my name. Krishna is not different from your name. So when you're chanting, the Maha Mantra, then you're asking, and if you're chanting with this with the prayer, keep, please be with me. I please, like, you have this thing that this is my time with you because you are here. So what she said is that she kind of pictured or imagined Krishna sitting next to her, because she's using his name and she's called. So Krishna is there in the deities. She has deity. I have deities in my house, and Krishna is there in the deities, right? And so he is there in the deities, in the deity form. But when we're chanting, we can also assume that the encouragement she gave me is that I want to, now, from now on, when I'm chanting, I'm going to be picturing that Krishna is there sitting next to me. And I can't see it, because the coverings that we have, like on top of our soul, we have 30 miles of coverings on top of our soul. You can you can imagine, that visual was so scary, but it's like 30 miles, so much covering we have on our soul. So we can't see it. So we can't see our soul, we can't see Krishna sitting next to us if he's sitting next to us. We have so much. So in order to so the chanting helps with that, which is what Shikshashtakam talks about, the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu thing is all about chanting. That it Cheto Darpana Marjanam. So it Marjana means cleansing, Darpan mirror, and Cheto is the heart. So cleanses the mirror of the heart, which is that 30 miles. So by saying the holy names, we are cleansing it so that we will eventually be able to see him. But if we imagine that he is sitting, if we think that maybe he's sitting next to me, and if he's sitting next to me, then just can you imagine just how much joy you would feel to have Krishna sitting next to you, and you want to then chant his name with focus and joy and just and uh, yeah, joy, bliss. You want to bring as much feeling as you can, like, thank you, Krishna, for being with me through this journey, through this chanting of me. I'm with you, I'm sitting next to you, I want to, please, so yeah, imagine that, and that'll just help the chanting process. That'll help. That's what she did. And I'm definitely going to chant like that. And if you're curious, chanting curious, or if you've started chanting, then yes, I would encourage you to do that. Okay, what a day. That's it for this video. We're going to do chapter 6 verse 27 in the next video. Wish you a day filled with spiritual growth. Radhe Radhe.